Say, kids, what time is it? Yes, sir. And boys and girls here in Doodyville, kids in Olean, New York, and all over America, let's go!
For me at last. Yes. Finally, Bluster won. Bluster won. Grandpa Doody is gone for good. I hope. And I'm back in Doodyville for good, I'm sure.
Yes, you know, kids, as 1953 draws to a close, I'm sorry to report that our newest friend, Grandpa Doody, and kids, didn't you like Grandpa Doody? Oh, such a nice fella. I'm afraid to say, kids, he's gone back to California. And after only spending a day and a half with us. Oh, yes, kids, Phineas T. Buster chased my wonderful grandfather away.
Now, just a minute, Howdy Doodly.
What?
If you go on like this, the kids are going to think I'm the meanest old man in the world.
Well,
let's be fair. I didn't chase Grandpa Doody away. He left. And it was his own idea.
Well, I know, but...
No, he said he would leave if I came back.
Yep.
Well, I came back, yes. But did I not have a right to come back?
Well, it was just...
Is Doodyville not my home?
Oh, yes, it is, Mr. Buster, but... Well, Grandpa Doody and you could both be here for always if you were a regular fella, but... Well, you know what happened. You made a lot of noise. And Grandpa Doody ran away, and then you made more noise.
Well, sure. Then why did I make a lot of noise? Because in getting rid of your ridiculous old grandpa, I achieved my first and only victory of 1953. Oh. Bluster won at last.
Yeah, kids, that's true. You know, this morning... Howdy Doody and I, we went all over our exciting adventures of 1953. All the bluster tricks. You know, kids, Phineas T. Bluster lost every time until now. Anyway, kids, it gave Howdy and me an idea. And so I'll tell you what we did. We invented this machine. Now, kids, I want you to watch it because this machine is going to bring back exciting whirlwind living pictures of all our 1953 adventures. And kids, this invention will also help tell the future about 1954. Kids, would you like to see this machine work? Yeah! You want to see it? Then do me a favor, Clarabelle. You get the machine warmed up, okay? In the meantime, boys and girls, I want to tell you something else. You know, I'm going to show you kids something that we had in January, and February, and March, and April. We're hoping we're going to have it every day forever. It's an old-time movie. We're going to show you one right now, and then after the movie, kids, you're going to see the entire exciting story of 1953. There'll be Clarabelle under the ocean, and the flying buffalo on a rocket ship, and lots more. But now, come on, kids, it's old-time movie time. Yes, sir, and here we go. Come on in, boys and girls, and watch our old-time movie which stars our three old buddies, the Tons of Fun. Now, kids, do you remember the Tons of Fun? What are their names? Buffalo, Vic, and Clint, and Bullets. That's right. Now, you see, our three Tons of Fun, whoops, they own a little boarding house, together with their sister, Buffalo Esther. Now, that's Buffalo Esther. This is Buffalo Bullets. He's the driver. Now, they own this little boarding house, and besides the boarding house, they have this little station-to-boarding house delivery service. Have this little old Model T, and they like to pick up passengers as they come off the train, put their luggage. Now, you see, there comes a man. Oh, that's our old friend. You know who that is, kids? You remember Peter Gust? Well, that's who that is, kids. That's Peter Gust and his mother, who heard that Buffalo Esther was a very, very pretty girl. And Peter Gust would like to take her to Hollywood to make moving pictures. So Peter Gust and his mother, they're going to stay with a tons of fun at their boarding house. So there's Buffalo Bullets. Suitcases are pretty heavy. See, Peter Gust got a lot of his salad dressing packed in those suitcases. He thinks he might sell a little salad dressing while he's hanging around there with a tons of fun. Loaded with salad dressing, all those suitcases. So Peter Gust says, look, will you be careful there? It's salad dressing in that luggage. You don't want it to break. Now, just as Bullets gets ready to put his foot on the truck, the dog chases a cat. The dog is tied to the truck. And there goes, wait, it's gone. Whoa. Look, don't take another, if you tell, I told you. Oh, no, he didn't hear me. Did he, honey? He's a doppus. Who knows what a doppus is? Huh? Come here, sweetie. Come here, what's your name? What is it? Tell me again, real loud.
He's dopey.
Yeah,
He doesn't know what to do, and he doesn't know where he's going or anything.
Yeah, but what's your name?
Bobby Wild.
Bobby Wild, okay. And a doppus is what now again?
He's funny, and he's silly, and he doesn't know what he's doing, he doesn't know what he's seeing or anything.
And a little bit clumsy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you know what a doppus is then. All right. So anyway, they finally get to the boarding house. There's Buffalo Clint, carrying in the luggage, making poor Peter Gust and Peter Gust's mother help with the luggage. Buffalo Esther had to help a little bit, too.
He forgot to, when the college book, he forgot to and then he took a step down and he fell.
Yeah, you're not just kidding. Now, you see, Peter Gust wants to make sure that his mustache looks very nice, because he's a pretty big fella there from Hollywood. You see, Buffalo Esther, she's very impressed by this whole thing. Peter Gust is so clean about himself. So Peter Gust wants to make sure that everything is in very good shape, because he's used to just nice things. Oh! Plays a little rough, of course. But you see, Peter heard that, Buffalo Esther was such a pretty girl that maybe she'd like to go to Hollywood, make a few movies. Careful, Bullets. Careful. Get off the steps, Peter. Here comes Bullets now. Hey. One more step to go, kids. Didn't quite make it, did he? So Mrs. Gus says to Peter, is the elevator safe? He said, well, sure, it's safe, for sure. See how the elevator works, kids? There's a mule outside. Oscar. And whenever, Oscar, that's the mule's name. So whenever you want the elevator to go up, all you do is pull on the rope there and then run. And then Oscar walks away, pulls up the elevator. perfectly safe. You see, Peter Gus says, well, now look, Buffalo Esther, you're going to you're going to Hollywood. We'll have to practice a few love scenes. Look out! Whoa! Hey.
I didn't know what he was looking at. I should have looked the other way.
So now Vic and Clint are trying to get in this door here, but there's some kind of trouble there. The door is locked. So Clint says, here, level. Now, careful, fellas. Oops. Say, that's a classy little elevator. Well, kids, there's a lot more to our movie. We'll show it to you sometime else. Tomorrow, we'll show you the rest of our old-time movie. But you know, kids, hi, Clarabelle, what's the matter? Yeah? Clarabelle. No. What are you doing that? You don't have your wigglette on. You can't play. Anyway, we don't want you to play trombone. Now, kids, what's the matter? Wait a minute, this little girl, what about this little girl? Come on up here, sweetie. What do you want with this little girl? Huh? Well, honey, do you play trombone? Come here, Clarabelle. What's wrong? Clarabelle is crying about something, honey. You don't play trombone, do you?
No.
Does anyone you know play trombone?
Uncle Tommy.
Uncle Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy who?
Tommy Dorsey.
Wait a minute. You mean Tommy Dorsey is your uncle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Clarabelle must have known that. That's why he feels so bad. Well, now, wait a minute. I didn't know that Tommy Dorsey was your uncle. Do you have any other uncles that play anything?
No, but I have Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, how about Uncle Jimmy?
Uncle Jimmy plays the clarinet.
How does he play the clarinet? Show me. Yeah, and how does Uncle Tommy play the trombone? How does he go? Yeah, well, honey, it's nice to have you here. You know, I saw your Uncle Tommy, and he asked if we'd have him in the peanut gallery, and that's why you're here today. Okay? Okay? All right, fine. Thank you, Dolly. It's nice to have you here.
Well, kids, stand by now to see the invention that will give us clues about the future as we relive the exciting past. The remarkable What-a-Doodle.
Yes, sir. Come on, Clarabelle, bring our What-a-Doodle right over here. Yes, sir. Look, boys and girls, because there it is, kids. Kids, this is the What-a-Doodle. It's an electrical crystal ball with literally hundreds of electrical watts. All right, turn it off a minute, Clarabelle, would you please? Attaboy. Now, kids, here's how it's going to work. Now, you see, as we flash through the adventures of 1953, we'll be mentioning the names of many mysterious people and things. Now, whenever this light flashes on, that'll mean that the thing or the person we're talking about will come back into our lives in 1954. And incidentally, it'll be an important part of our future, too, in some new and mysterious way.
For example, kids, last February, we met an amazing Indian named Kangamucha of the Chagagagog, Munchagagog, Chabanagungumog tribe. And he had a hungry raccoon named Harviga and a mysterious Gazaticus. And all in all, boy, it was a lot of mess and trouble.
Oh, now you see, boys and girls, the What-a-Doodle light is not flashing. No. That means that in our future, we will not ever see Kangamucha or his silly raccoon Harviga or his Gazaticus again, and I'm glad, too. I'm even more glad to know about it. Thanks, What-a-Doodle. What's the matter, Clarabelle? Yeah? Oh, yeah, kids. Someone else we met in 1953. The mysterious Captain Windy Scuttlebutt. And Look, kids. The What-a-Doodle is flashing. That means there are going to be plenty of Captain Scuttlebutt in our future. Kids, in 1954, Captain Scuttlebutt will do something big. Either with us or to us. All right, tell it to stop, Clarabelle. Go ahead. That's good. But now, look, let's take the year in order. See, kid, we were at January 1953, is that right? And if I remember correctly, Clarabelle, you made 2 New Year's resolution promises. One you didn't keep. Kids, Clarabelle promised not to squirt me once during 1953. But you squirted me, didn't you, Clarabelle?
Oh!
And now, kids, back to the Whatadoodle invention and the future as we return to the past. February 1953. Kids, it was in February 1953 that Mr. Buster met a lovely lady for the first time in his life. It was all our plan. We secretly brought the lady into town. Her name was Lilibelle Widget. And while we waited for Mr. Bluster to meet her, we were wondering, would Mr. Bluster be sweet and win the lady's heart like he always bragged he could? Or would he get nervous and run away and lose the lady? Well, we watched. And finally, Miss Lilibelle Widget walked in.
Hello, Mr. Bluster. I'm Lilibelle Widgeon.
What? Oh, lady! Oh!
Oh, my. Oh, dear.
Yes, kids, Buster, look. March 1953. Early in March, kids, we got our first clue that Captain Windy Scuttlebutt wasn't just another sailor who happened into town, but rather that the captain is a man of much mystery. A man who even now, 9 months later, has yet to reveal why he is still here. A man of whom we should learn much more as we go into 54. And here's the proof, kids. The captain came here in March 1953 for only one reason. Anyway, that's what he said.
Yeah, I'm here to find my dog, Windy. My wonderful sea dog, Windy. And as soon as I find him, I'll leave Dutyville and never come back. Now, where are you, Windy, my boy? Ah, there you are, Windy. I'm sitting on you. Thank heavens I've found you at last. Now, come on, Windy. We gotta go now. Goodbye, Dutyville, forever.
April 1953. But was the captain gone?
Sink the army gray.
No, he was still here in April. And kids, today's December, and he's still here. Yes, kids, and more proof, kids. The mention of the captain has again caused our Whatadoodle to light up. Yes, kids, more proof of scuttlebutt trouble in 1954.
Kids, also in April 1953, Buffalo Bob returned from an amazing trip. Mr. Bluster had put 3 cans of dangerous oil in Dutyville. Doyle's boiled, spoiled, royal, broiled oil. And somebody had to use them up in a rocket ship before they exploded. And who volunteered? Buffalo Bob! Take it away, Flying Buffalo!
Hello, America. Flying Buffalo calling Earth. I'm 1.5 million miles over the sky. Oh. Just past the planet Jupiter. That was Mars. There's Venus. Hi, Venus. Kids, I've used up 2 cans of Doyle's oil. Only 1 can to go.
Don't spill any, Buffalo Bob!
Don't worry, Billy. Whoa! Oh. Just hit a cloud, but I'm all right. Didn't spill a drop. Oh. Kid, this is tough. But who cares as long as Bluster loses?
And a week later, kids, Buffalo Bob used up all the oil. The Flying Buffalo returned safely, and once again,
Bluster lost.
1953, Mr. Bluster tried a new plan. Howdy had some new invention. No, I forget what it is. But anyway, Mr. Bluster tried to get rid of it. And with the help of Captain Scuttlebutt, Mr. Bluster threw the invention into the ocean, miles deep. Yeah, but did Mr. Bluster's plan work? Guess what? Look, Clarabelle, the bravest clown in history, put on a diving suit and went underwater to find the gadget. There he is. There's a one-eyed floozy with a white boy swimming under the water. Way down deep at the bottom, and there comes Clarabelle in the diving outfit. And he's a-looking. Look, Clarabelle, that a boy. And you know what? Wait till he goes around this corner. Cut the corner sharp, Clarabelle. There he comes. Look to your right. No, that's your left. Look to your left. There it is. A few minutes later, Clarabelle found the invention and once again...
Bluster lost
again.
Yes, that's right, kids. And Captain Scuttlebutt's help did Bluster no good. And look, kids, the light again. Every time I mention Captain Scuttlebutt, that light goes on. You know what that must mean? We must be seeing a... Clarabelle, turn that off. Turn that off. Careful. There. Kids, every time we've said Captain Scuttlebutt, this light goes crazy. Now, I don't like this. We haven't told about more than 5 or 6 months of 1953 yet. But every time we've mentioned Scuttlebutt, the light goes crazy. It looks like there's going to be a Scuttlebutt butting into all of 1954.
Yeah, you're so right, landlubber Buffalo. But wouldn't you like to know how?
Well, kids, we'll have to see what 1954 will bring.
Tomorrow, we'll find out more about our future as we use the water doodle and fly through more of 1953's great adventures.
Yeah, that's right. Wonder why every time we mention Scuttlebutt, there it goes again. Well, kids, you're going to see flashes of Mr. Bluster's goofus television station, ZZZZ, and Bluster's Cuckoo Contest, and a flash of the Flubadub, and a flash of the famous Plink Plunk Promise with Clarabelle's trip to an underground mine. And you're going to see the Quibblebibbles question, Quasher Squasher in operation. And the climax of Princess Summer, Fall, Winter, Spring ceremony of Mother Goose's papooses. And much more. Good night, kids.